All right. Hello, everybody. I got it working. Good morning, good evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for all of you guys. And Sude and Yeetimus, welcome in on YouTube. Sorry I don't have your guys' chat on screen, but I do see it, and I do know that you guys are there. Thank you guys for all being here. Snarple, sorry, no song requests because I'm also streaming on YouTube. I think I might honestly stop streaming on YouTube at some point soon just because like 90% of the viewers are on Twitch, and I miss having song requests. Yeah, so we'll see. Today we are going to be working on our competition build for the bakery. And I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. I took 1 week off, but I feel like it has been a very, very long time. Uh, it was an okay break. It was a very, very busy break, which is not what I wanted. So I took a little bit of extra time off after that, which was nice. That part was nice. Got a very fun story for you guys, though. Felt like a week and a half. It was a week and a half. Snarple, you had the stream muted. Come on. Come on. No, yeah, I have a story time for you guys. And Debogged, welcome in on YouTube. Hello. So I took some time off, obviously. The first day that I was like, you know what, I'm taking some time off. This is what I'm gonna do. Was Mother's Day. I did the video with my mom, and then I went and hung out with her, and my brother came down to visit. and he needed his oil changed in his car. So I was like, yeah, I'll just change your oil real quick while you're here. Just want to do a quick shout out. I hate Subarus. They're kind of okay, but there are so many things that I absolutely hate about Subarus, especially working on them. So I go under his car, drain the oil, doing that whole thing, start the car up, put all the new oil in, and the oil level is way too high still, which was weird. But I thought, okay, maybe it's just because we haven't started the car yet and cycled the oil through. So let's just start the car, pull it out, like drive down the street and come back, and then we'll check the levels again. He starts the car and backs up out of the driveway, and the whole car starts shaking. And I'm like, what did I do? I cannot fathom what I possibly did that would have caused the car to start doing this just by draining the oil and refilling it. So I'm looking online, I'm checking everything that I did again. The only thing I could see is maybe I'd forgot to prime the oil filter. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's just a bunch of air bubbles. Let's just run it for a sec, see if it kind of goes away. And we did that, and then the car starts shaking a lot worse, and it's really bad. And I'm like, okay, what the hell did I do? So we take a break, go and eat some lunch, and we're sitting there talking, and realize that I drained the wrong tank. I drained his transmission fluid instead of his oil, which is really, really cool. So on Subarus, at least on his model of Subaru, on one of it's like a 2015 Forester, the transmission tank is there. It's open. It is easily accessible. It's just right there. And the oil tank is hidden under the skid plates and is not easily accessible, and it's the only tank with a bigger bolt than the other tanks. So realized that I drained his transmission fluid. Super glad we didn't try to drive it. Anyway, the next 2 days were spent trying to fix this, because as 95% of the time I ever work on cars, it would be a really easy job if I had the right tools. I did not have the right tools. I ended up having to, it was just trying to get the valve off the transmission tank was all that I was trying to do. And everywhere was closed, and then I had to buy some other tools and do this and jerry rig a really long wrench so that I could get in there. Anyway, I did it. I drained the oil. I refilled the transmission fluid, and it is working. And it was super stressful. And then I had to work 2 14-hour shifts over the weekend at my other job. So that was my week off. Oh. Weeping, you think I still have time to make a new build for the comp? Yeah, probably. You build pretty quick. Malaking Posa, welcome in. Are you in the competition, or am I judging? I'm in the competition. And welcome in, Bubble Dash. Yeah, I had a very fun break. So after that, I took a couple days and just vegetated in front of my computer and watched movies and YouTube, and that was really nice. That was a good break. Yeah. All right, so we are working on a small planet. Who's Bubble Dash? Bubble Dash is over in the YouTube chat. I don't know who Bubble Dash is. A dedicated viewer. So we're working on this. Wait, hold on. Sounds like the first time I changed my headlights on your 08 Civ, learned the front bumper needed to be removed. A fellow SpongeBob enthusiast. Gamer etiquette does require that. Yeah, I was disappointed that that's the mistake I made, because I've done a lot more. Oh, also to answer your question earlier, I wouldn't consider myself a car guy, but I do consider myself a DIY person. So I know how to fix my car. But I'm not really a car guy. Snarple and I have talked about this on stream before. My dream car is a 2005 Toyota Corolla manual. So I don't know if I don't think that really classifies me as a car guy. Anyway, so we're working on this build today. I'm very, very excited about it. It's been going pretty good. I made some real big progress on it yesterday. And I changed how we were doing things a little bit. So originally I had it in a cone, and the cone was like a pyramid, and it was ending down there. So I had like the corner lines, excuse me, for the perspective. But I wanted to do something a little more interesting with the sky, so I replaced that with a cone of glass. And then I put just a barrier around that. I think, did I do, yeah, just white concrete. I might switch that to some like light emitting block or something. We'll see. You feel like you'd love a Golf? Oh, like the car? I'm gonna look up a Golf. I don't know about Golfs. But yeah, so I'd switch that around, which I think was a good move. Gives a little bit more space for me to put clouds in. It gives me more options to do some like gradients for the sky. So I'll probably add like a few more cones around this one that go down so that this kind of fades out. Ideally, this would be viewed from right about there. So which I love. Right as the sun comes through. I think that's super cool. And if you view it in orthographic mode, I just think that turned out really, really nice. So it'd be like right there. So I'll have to find out a way to make that look as good as it is this way. Dr. Ford Track, can I ask a reason why you chose top down like that? Does it open up different block placements that wouldn't be available if done horizontally? Actually limits a ton of my block placements, which causes some issues because I can't use slabs or stairs in the same way. The reason I did it vertically is because this is the plot size. The plot size is not huge, and I really liked this idea of having a really long perspective build. And so there's no height limit. I mean, other than like the build height limit. So I just did it vertically. So it was just so that I could get a longer building area, which is really hard to work on. Let me tell you. I wish that I could like rotate the camera all the way around, but that it stops when you're looking straight down or straight up. Kind of makes it a little bit harder. It's a little bit easier in Axiom because I can do like the orbital camera. So this has helped a lot being able to do that. But it definitely took a little bit to like wrap my head around how to do this. Hey, what up, Fizz? Welcome in. We're just talking about how I messed up my car. Oh yeah, also, anyone that was in the bakery chat already saw this. Today is my wife and I's 2-year anniversary, and we both forgot. So she's at work, and I'm doing this. Hey, what up, Leon? Welcome in. Okay, sorry, I'm looking up a Golf. That does look like a car that I would like. It looks like a Corolla, but with a little more space. Yeah, I like that. You were correct. Thank you, Liam and Snarple. Yeah, I'm glad you guys can share our anniversary with us instead of me and my wife sharing it. No, we're gonna go to Red Robin tonight because we've been thinking about Red Robin a lot. Oh, speaking about my wife, I'm getting a phone call. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. It was my mom wishing us happy anniversary. Bog Snort, what up? Tell her the geese say hi. I will. You call her Goat. We stream together sometimes, and her moniker is a goat. So we're Goose and Goat. She plans on starting to stream soon, actually, and doing YouTube videos. She's an illustrator. And speaking of which, actually, Fizz, she really likes your art. I showed it to her the other day. Yeah, she plans on doing like breakdowns of animation scenes and illustration stuff and doing videos like that. So I'm pretty excited. Once she gets that going, you guys will certainly hear about it on my channel, and I'll probably interview her because she's a really good artist. Snarple, I would say my first name is Goose, and Loose is just a descriptor. Just Goose. So I do think it's funny when people call me Mr. Loose, though. I think that's kind of funny. Liam, you love Red Robin. When you lived in Alaska, you had one so close that you go all the time. I used to like it a lot more. It's kind of gone downhill, but it's still good. Still good. All right, so into the build. Let's see what we are doing. Honk. Hey, thank you, Vivi, for the follow. I saw someone else followed me, but I was on the phone, so I'm sorry I did not shout you out. Whenever she sets up Twitch, I will let you know. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys will all know as soon as she does it. Probably her first videos might end up being with me, just to get past just like a good icebreaker for her to get into the routine of things. Yeah, we're goosing around. We're hanging out. Okay, all right. Build time. Locking in moderately. So I switched to the cone, which I like. It gives me a lot more options for the sky. I'm pretty excited about that. But it gives me these flat areas, which I'm not a huge fan of. This one I can work with clouds, so this one is fine. But this one I want to get rid of. Glenn Plays, thank you for the follow. Hey, Titan, what up? So this one I want to get rid of over here, and I also want to get rid of this one over here. Luckily, they are right in line with the terrain that I already have built. So I'm just going to build some more terrain over top of them. And that will be that. Now, this one over here, this one is going to be interesting because the perspective of this is foreground, obviously, is these first two. Merlin, thank you for the follow. Excuse me. Okay, I had something in my throat. I had to drink some tea. So this technically is the mid-ground. This area with the tree is going to be the mid-ground. So I don't necessarily want to just continue this over into here. I can, and I'm going to try that first and see how it looks. But I would like to try to do some kind of perspective-built mountains over here. So there'll be mountains kind of similar to, this is so annoying to move around, kind of similar to these. And I'll color them so they look like they're kind of in the background. Something else that I just noticed, because I did this last night before I went to bed. A lot of these mountains drop off now. So I'm going to have to build these out more so that they connect with the wall. Hey, what up, Toxic? Hey, thanks for the lurk. Gotta go soon. Gotta go. Goose, be back soon. All right. Hey, you have a fun time. You have a fun time being gone and somewhere else. All right, so first order is I'm going to connect these mountains. Man, I wish I could look past 180 degrees so bad. I'm going to connect these mountains down and start coloring those, and then we'll move on to this and this. Fizz, it's really hard to work on. It's breaking my brain a little bit. Hey, what up, Dan? How's it going? Hey, everybody go follow Paranoid Pixel Person on Twitch. And everywhere else, just cuz. You guys much of a soda drinker? I am, yeah, I love soda. against my better judgment and health. I do love soda. This is sweet too. This is the new Minecraft album. Hey Magma, how's it going? Feel like I'm a Dr. Pepper guy for my voice. I mean, I like Dr. Pepper. It's not my favorite. Hey, what up, Ryan? Hey, everybody. Also, shout out to Ryan the Scion. If you haven't checked him out, one of the craziest hardcore players I've ever seen. But this stream is actually going to be ending a little bit early because I'm going to be finishing an interview with him that I started and then we didn't finish. Yeah, what a fun little stream for you to just happen upon. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Okay, let's see how this is looking. That might be a little too simple of a shape. Oh man, this is hard to look at. Okay. I'm actually going to remove that one. No, delete it. Delete, there we go. And I'm going to move these down. You found this the other day and you couldn't look at it for very long. Bubble Dash, I love the new music. That was actually my first time listening to it, and it was great. I really liked it. Okay, that's better. A little bit better of a shape. Crazy dropper, by the way. Kind of. I mean, there's only one thing to dodge. I love the modeling tool so much. This is the first time I've really used it, is on this build. Oh, whoops. That might help a little bit. Oh, yeah, that helps so much. Now, I'm going to have to do something about the way that I have some of these modeled, because I don't think I want them to be super sharp like that. It's just not very realistic for mountains. So I'll have to figure something out for that. That should be a pretty easy fix to go in and do, though. It's finally getting warm where I'm at. I'm going up to a lake this weekend. I'm very excited. It's gonna be a good time. It better be. It's a pretty rough hike to get up there, but gotta break off the rust. All right, let's see how all that looks. What kind of monitor do I have? Oh, geez. All right, I have a very old Samsung is my right monitor, and my left monitor is a Korui. Is probably like the cheapest large monitor I could find on Amazon. What hertz? I have no idea. Not great. Well, actually, the Korui I think is okay. The Samsung is like 10 years old though. Lucky, my trip to the lake this weekend was canceled because it's cold. That's a bummer. It's at least 30 hertz. It's true. It's at least 10. You know, something. What a twist. Oh, dang, I'll be on in a bit. Just to clarify, bakers can't compete, right? No, we can compete. I sure hope we can, because I'm competing. Otherwise, this was all for nothing. Yeah, it's a few hertz. I don't know. I'm not, like, big on the tech on my computer. I, like, research it all when I buy it and put it together, and then I forget about it. Okay. All right, this is good. I like that, especially that right over there ended up pretty nice. What a twist. Wild. I don't know where I got that from then. I don't know where you got that from either. You might be right, but nobody's told me that I can't compete yet, so. You assume my rig is pretty beefy. It wasn't for a long time. I was running a GTX 970. That is one thing that I did know. Yeah, it's the judges can't compete, I assume. I mean, I hope I'm allowed to compete. Snarple hasn't told me no, so. And he knows that I'm competing. I had a GTX 970 for a long time until like 2 months ago. And it did great. But my brother got a new computer, and so he gave me his old one, and it has, I think a 540 something. I don't know. It has a better graphics card in it. And I got like 30 gigs of RAM, which is nice. Okay, let's see. That's funny. None of those even show up on the orthographic mode, but that's okay. Not everyone's going to be looking at it through orthographic. Okay, yeah, so I like the idea of doing, like, distant mountains over here. So we are going to do some more distant mountains, probably up to about here, like around there. And then I will continue this over. So it's kind of like an overhang. Let's see. Oh, I wish I could rotate the camera. Can I? No, I can't. Yeah, it's a Radeon something. What up, Prismy? How's it going? Thank you. And Nesh, welcome in. Okay, and I think I'll do a different color for this last one. Let's do diorite, just as a placeholder. Now, do I want to overtop? This might be too much. Yo, Feather, what up? It's not gonna weep. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. How's it going, dude? I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. It's been so long. We've both been so busy doing other stuff. How you doing? I hate you. No, it's because I got too famous. And now I can't be seen with you is what it is. Is that gonna work? You haven't been busy? I've been very busy. You wouldn't want to be seen with me either if you were you and you were me. No, I love being seen with you. I miss hanging out with you. I mean, I guess we did hang out during the community day build. That wasn't that long ago. No, yeah, we gotta like hang out though. I've been too busy like doing stuff that I'm sick of doing. We can get together and discuss our eternal plot for domination and corn dogs. I'll get with you someday in 100 years or so. Yeah, we have to. Just so you guys know, Feather and I are starting a cult. If you guys want to join, if you guys want to kind of get like the like early buyers subscription package for that. No, Feather, stop that. That's too real. Oh, this is so trivial to look at. What's the goal here? So Ryan, so we are doing here. Well, let me get up a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, so here's the general look of what I'm going for. I understand that the judging is not going to be in orthographic view, so I'm going to have to change it a little bit. But the plan is, there we go. So the plan is I'm creating this large perspective tunnel just so I can have a really long landscape. And the theme of the competition is reflection. So this is actually just the background, like the setting. And then around here, here, and a repeating line down it. I'm going to make a human, like a figure, a statue, that is looking down the line at reflections of itself as they kind of fade off into the sunset. And the idea is that it's like either reflections like looking back at your past selves or reflecting and looking towards the future. In this case, I guess it would be looking more towards the back because it's like towards the sunset. Yeah, so that's the thought. I'm realizing that based on scale, I was going to do the figures like, let's see. I actually should probably start thinking about that because that's like the primary part of the build that makes it fit with the prompt. Probably that big. I could go a little bigger than that. Let's see. Never considered building something rotated like this. I don't recommend it. No, it's just because this was the plot size, and once I came up with this video, this idea, I really wanted to stick with it, and this was the only way to do it. Initially, it was going to be. Sorry, I gotta turn my music down. Initially, the idea was to do a bunch of layers of glass, kind of like fog. And it was going to be kind of like an infinity mirror situation where it's like, like when you look at two mirrors facing each other, and have a figure that was repeated through those. But I love doing landscapes, and we kind of discussed like sketches on stream, and this is what we ended up with, and I really like this. I also wanted to kind of try to avoid mirrors because every other build in the competition has a mirror, pretty much. That one doesn't. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. So I wanted to kind of avoid that to make it stand out a little bit. So we'll probably do the figure about that tall. That's going to be hard. That's definitely smaller scale than I've ever built figures from. I'm going to have to get some help with that beforehand, I think. Abstract indeed. Speaking of abstract, everybody, if you don't know, I am running an abstract build competition on my Discord. The whole goal is to make things that are not representational, purely abstract. And so far, the submissions that have come through are amazing, and I'm really, really excited for it. There's only been 2, but I'm super stoked about it. It goes till June 1st, so technically you could still join if you wanted to, everybody. Feather just did the Discord. Discord link's right there. There's no reward or prize money or anything. It's just for the sake of art and improving and bragging rights. You do get a fun roll on my Discord, though. Hey, what up, Blaine? How's it going? The reward is Outer Wilds DLC stream. I still have to finish that. I gotta be honest, I did enjoy that. It is not a game that I really enjoyed doing on stream, though. It's much more a game that I want to, like, really stick in and, like, get in there. Just as I was having to leave for no specific reason. Oh, just because Lane's here? But I might do it still. We'll see. I could always just preface it, Weeping, with just like, hey, I'm not going to be like chatting during the stream because I want to focus on the stream. All right, so I don't want to add too much more work for myself. I want to add mountains like this all the way down. I'm going to. Oh. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea, though. Hey, well, thanks for popping in and saying hi. Let's see if I go back up. It might be too far for me to model it from back here. Feather, you're brushing your teeth while you're watching my stream? That's good. Oral hygiene is important. Man, half the struggle with this build is just moving around. Okay, so I think I want to put them... right there. Let me see if I can turn my infinite reach up. That's all the way up. Yeah, right around there. Okay. Captain Monkey, you looks great so far. Not gonna lie. Thanks. Even if you did lie, I would still appreciate it if you said it looked great. Just for my self-esteem. A false sense of security can go a long way. Oh, also, I got some other fun news for you guys about the shirts, about the merch. So everything is done. The art is done. It has been shipped off. I found a supplier, found a printer. They do drop shipping, all that stuff. The only thing that we're waiting on now is for me to pick the actual garment itself, which we did on Discord yesterday on the members only chat. And I'm going to send all that info off to them, and then pre-orders will be up. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to do pre-orders. So for 1 month, there's going to be Prostagma. Hey, thanks, Magma. The only one that ever cheers. I always love hearing that. So the way that we're doing it is it's going to be pre-orders. The shirt will be available after the pre-orders, but we're going to have pre-orders initially. The pre-orders are going to run for 1 month. During that 1 month, I will be running ads on my videos for the company that is printing them. And in exchange, we're working out a sponsorship deal. What it's probably going to be is something like they agree to do free shipping for the first like 50 pre-orders or something like that. I'm still working out the details with them. But that pre-order will be live for 1 month, and then after that 1 month, those shirts will ship. And then the shirt will still be available after that, but it will be obviously without the sponsorship, so you'll have to pay for shipping, and the price might go up a little bit, depending on what kind of deal I can work out with them. I might be able to get them to like just take a percentage of the cost off and cover that themselves. So as soon as I hear back from them about that, that link will go live, and I'm running 3 sponsorship ads for them. Ryan, one of them is going to be in the interview with you. Yeah, over the next month, you'll be able to snag those. So we had a few Magma. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it, dude. You're good to go. Thank you for coming in and giving me a Prostagma. The garment that we decided on. So I was able to narrow it down into 2 choices for the actual like shirt that it's being printed on. And we had kind of like we had a really good option, which is a shirt that I specifically have shirts that are printed on this garment, and they're really nice. Like they legitimately are a very, very nice, good quality shirt. But they're a little more expensive, but they come in like 20 different colors. And it's called garment dyed shirts. Hey, another one. Thanks, Feather. So they come in what's called garment dyed, so they're really, really good, long-lasting, awesome shirts. I can actually show you guys what it is real quick. Display capture, game capture. So this is the actual shirt that it's going to be printed on. The downside is they're a little more expensive. So these, after everything, these will cost about $30. So, yeah. But it was that or, hey, Nifty 50, what is up? How's it going? It was this one. Oh, I can just show you guys in the Discord. Hold on. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay, so here's the 2 shirts. So this is the one that we were looking at just now. Really, really good shirts, come in like 20 different colors, so I'll have a bunch of different color options. This was the other option. You can even tell the fit is just not as nice. These are like half the price, so the shirts would only end up being like $20 maybe. But these are not technically unisex. It's just not as good of a looking shirt. So we decided to go with that one. Everyone voted for that one. 16-1 voted for that one, actually. So those will be the shirts they are printed on. Yeah, that was actually a picture of Snarple modeling the shirts. Nifty 50, we are making my competition build for the bakery. We are just finishing up some of the mountains, and then I need to get into the actual coloring bit, because I only have like a few days to finish this, so I have a lot of work that I need to do. Yeah, Snarple is both of them. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. I could change this a little bit. Thank you for the follow, Chespy. Oh, Chespy, what up? How's it going? Thanks for the follow, dog. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so we got the mountains. We got the perspective build in. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so now we gotta color the buildings, or the mountains. And I gotta do this side too. Epic Snarple video recently, by the way. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Snarple's new video, go check it out. It was a really, really good video. It was very well done, Snarple. 10 out of 10. Hey, what up, Mike? Welcome in. How's it going, dude? Chespy, it looks crazy. Thank you very much. It's been crazy to build. It's a little bit of a can't say that on stream. A little bit of a mind messer upper. All right. Hey, Snarple, I know you're not allowed to tell me what you think because you're one of the judges, but what do you think? What can I do to win? Come on, Snarple, tell me. Yeah, a mind fricker. Guess when you saw Goose featured in the best builders in Minecraft montage in the beginning? In the montage? Was one of my builds in there? No, I think he just mentioned my video. I mean, I know I was in there. I know, like, I was in there, but was I in the... Hold on. Wait. Was one of my builds in there? I'm pulling up the video right now. Hold on. We're going to watch it.
I've given myself 1 year to answer the question, who is the best builder in Minecraft? Well, the answer is not who you think. The best builders in Minecraft are ones you've never heard of. They're the best of...
Oh, like in that, like... Okay,
hey,
okay,
I've
wait,
given myself
on.
1 year to answer the question, who is the best builder...
Oh, okay, I saw the goose for a second. Oh, yay, that's fun. Thanks, Snarple. Feather made a guest appearance in the end. Are you in one of these pictures? Hey, Blurfeety. Front and center in one of them. Nice. You do have skill. Liam, yeah, it's a little bit of a Chris Angel mind freak up in here in this build. Why isn't my game showing? There we go. Oh, the music. I'm sorry, the music. Okay, people other than Snarple, what do you think about this? Got to keep practicing so I can make it in the future. Ryan, you got some wild builds, dog. I think you could. Your factory is really cool. Thanks, Art. And Augusta, how's it going? This is a build height. Yes, it is build height all the way down to bedrock. Okay, so yeah, what do you get? What are your guys' thoughts right now? I don't know if I like the mountains right here. I might mess around with that as clouds. I like these new mountains that we put in the background. These purple and white ones. I'll have to color those. This section right here, I want to fill in something right here. I don't know. I am going to keep Feather. I am going to keep the colors relatively like this to kind of like give that atmospheric perspective. So these will be like mostly the light blue terracotta, mostly diorite, but I'll color in around them a little bit. All right. Well, I'm going to work on the stuff that I know I need to work on first. Tree looks a little bit imbalanced. I do need to work on the tree a little bit. I think I want to add a little bit more branches and remove some of this right here a little bit. These branches right here. And I think I'm going to do it as a dead tree, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. And then I'm going to have to do the clouds, which is going to say. Then I'm going to have to do the clouds, which is going to be a whole other thing. Or just something weighing the composition heavier to the left. Yes. Also, keep in mind, this is technically how I... Oh, wrong way. Technically how I'm intending it to be viewed. Although I understand that the judges will not be viewing it this way. But I think the figures are going to help kind of draw it in to the side. Prismy, how is this? Tree is too purple. It's unnatural. The theme is reflection. And let me get out of this. So this purple pillar right here, I'm going to make it a little bit taller. And each one of these purple blocks going down, I'm going to make a figure, like a human statue figure standing there, looking back on past versions of itself. So that's how that's going to go. It'd be sick map art, especially if it was not vertical, would help a lot too. Okay, I got to get coloring so we can get some of this done because I have 4 days to finish this. Hey, what up, Elasmo? Could be a good dropper, yeah, if I had some more trees in. Whoops. Pro tip. Octahedron is the best brush for coloring because it does not have straight edges. Feather. Actually, Goose, I do want to see what it looks like as map art, if you don't mind. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Do whatever you want, dog. If you need me to send you it or anything, let me know. The verticality does make it better as a painting, I think. I agree with that. Okay, tough. Okay, that's good. Oh, damn. I had mask surface on, which you guys will see in a second why I don't want that, actually. You just thought you could open up a map? Oh, like I could open a map. Oh, yeah. I get what you mean. Sorry. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, let's try it. Why did I decide to make it vertical? Yeah, it's due to the size. Just because of the restraints, I wanted more depth to work with. Hey, Babadoozy, how's it going, dog? And Salami, what up? And Fish, welcome in. And H2A, welcome in all of you guys. Okay, let me make a map. Wait. Shouldn't that just do it? Oh, it's putting it in my thing. Okay. Let me get centered. I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking. How do I make a map bigger again? Do I just craft it with paper? Feather? Cartography table, thank you. Hey, what up, Josh? How's it going? Goose stream. Paper. What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm doing wrong. Wrong direction. Do it multiple times? Okay. I'm so confused. I just did it. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Guys, walk me through it as if I'm a child. Paper. Oh, I was adding an empty map. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I know what I'm doing. Oh, it's always on the corner. All right, well, it looked kind of cool. That's roughly what it looks like. That's okay. We'll do this we'll do it like when it's done too. And when I know what I'm doing. Yeah, if it was oriented right, it would be cool. And then I would do 2 small maps and put it in item frames. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, let's do it. Hey, welcome back, Bogsmart. Okay, now I need to go to the opposite side the tree is pointing. Over here. I don't know why it's giving me 2 of them. And then above the tree. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right, now I'll do it again and I'll rotate them all. That's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. Yeah, I like that a lot. That almost makes it look better. Yeah, I would put that in a game. In a game. Yeah, maybe after I finish this, I'll make a little in-game painting. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. After we finish this, I'll make a little painting for it. Okay, what time is it? Strawberries and cream Pepsi. That sounds good. Okay, so this is... where's my glass? There it is. Yeah, that's. I wish I didn't have the masking on. Darn. All right, I guess I can just put it over top of it. Hey, later, Feather. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, look at that. Wait, I want that. Oh, I have to subscribe to you again to get it. All right, next time you stream, let me know. Okay, so I really like these being this color. I think I'm going to have it so... like, whoosh. So, like, this is the shadow color. Follower only emote. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I do have it then. I'm literally just turning my head sideways so that I can see this. Okay, that looks okay. Need to work on this shape right there a little bit. John B just got here so disorientated. I don't know how you're not building upside down. I'm building vertically, which is tough. Vertical building. Ayo. Thank you very much. Not happy with that. I think if I just make this one shape, it'll look better. I like how you're building. It's cool. Sorry for your English. That you said it perfectly. No apology needed on that one. But thank you very much. All right, Ryan, are you still in here? Of course you are. Nice. Are you ready to go whenever? As long as you get at least 2 minutes heads up. Okay, cool. So the plan was to do it in about 25 minutes. Does that work for you? Liam, do you think there are any other games that scratch my creative game itch like Minecraft? No. No, I do not. I cannot think of any other games that scratch it quite like Minecraft does. There's some stuff that comes close, like most base building stuff. I really like. Like Ark has pretty good base building. I know Fallout 76 has a ton of issues, but the base building in Fallout 76 is pretty good. Stuff like that. But no, none of them hit quite like Minecraft does. Honestly, the only other thing that I have experienced that hits like Minecraft does is making miniatures, like for like D&D and Warhammer and stuff. Elasmo, you can buy that build critique whenever you want. Hey, what up, Coco? Okay, I feel like I need another color in here. I'm gonna try glass. Whoops. Coco, I'm working on my competition build for the bakery. It's a big one. Lego. Something about Lego just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is, but I never got into Lego. My brother was still is super into Legos. But when we were growing up, I was always into Hot Wheels. Legos never really, they just never really did it for me. I think it's because they're too specific. Like a lot of stuff can fit together, but I just got to throw this out there. My biggest complaint with the Lego Minecraft sets is that they're not all cube blocks. I think they like really, really missed out on just making Minecraft blocks with Legos. I think that was a wild move for them. Buy it towards the end. You seem to be in a flow and don't want to disturb. Okay. Ryan, you finished the interior? Oh, hell yeah. Finished, quote unquote. Okay, that's awesome. That's perfect. Don't want to disturb my flow. I mean, you can redeem it whenever, and then I'll just have to remember it. I mean, either way, I will get to you at the end of the stream, so it is fine either way. As far as the schematic is concerned, it's done, but there's like a lot of manual detailing to do. Yeah, I feel that. That's when I consider it done, is when it's ready to be installed is done in my mind. Mike, you have an engineering brain, so you like running through a cool step by step. I enjoy putting them together, but it just doesn't. As far as like the creative, I don't know what it is about it that it just doesn't quite do it for me. It's interesting. That is. Hmm. Not what I wanted to do, but I'm going to work with it. Oh yeah. Also, one of the rewards for the stream, the subathon stream, was for me to do a live oil painting stream, which is still going to happen. I'm still going to do that. I was going to do a still life, so I have a ton of props that I've collected over the years for like still life painting, just like a bunch of like weird random stuff. And the plan was to have you guys pick what you wanted to see me paint, and then I'd set up a little still life and paint it and walk through it. So I was cleaning out my studio the last day or two, getting ready for that, and I found a bunch of old cloud paintings that I've done, and they got me really excited. And I want to know what you guys think of if we do a still life, or if you guys would like to do a stream of me like painting clouds. Just because I got really excited about painting clouds. Nice. Those look pretty good. Love forgetting a part of a crochet pattern because what do you mean I'm making a bag and forgot the buttonhole? Oh no. Sabaton? Oh, like Sabaton. Haha. Haha. I got you. You guys watch the hell out of that? Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what everybody's feeling when I do the actual stream. We'll see what people want. You know, I really feel like since I did that build with Wreckjaw, I've like gotten in my flow for building, which is nice. That was a good build to do. Never been able to figure out clouds. You know, people struggle with them, so that'd be fun. Cool. All right. Well, let me actually show you guys the ones that I found. I sent them to mchmoo. Let me see if I can find the message. Oh yeah, here we go. So these are some of the ones that I found. And I thought it'd be fun to do a bunch of like little cloud paintings. We'd probably only do one or two. I love this. This is one of my. This is a big, like 5 feet by 3 feet or so. That's one of my favorite clouds. I think that might be one of the best clouds that I've ever done. And then I did one that was my wife designed it. My wife does like character illustrations, so she designed it and then I painted it. Really like this one. I Spy book. I Spy the I Spy book. But I love this. Love this one so much. So yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be fun to do some clouds. But we can also do still life too. We'll see what people are feeling. Clouds and mountains are my favorite things to paint. Clouds and mountains. Goose wrist reveal. You guys have seen my wrists. You guys have seen my hands. You guys have even seen a picture of my feet. Lo-fi girl jump scare. All right, so I do have these extruded one. That might be too much. No, actually that's perfect because it stays level with the layer below it. Oh, that's really nice, actually, having that little layer, too. So it's like where the sun's actually hitting it. You get that little extra highlight. Oh, I love when I put all that work into those and they're not even visible. Prisma, yeah, I posted on my story when I posted my tattoo. You guys saw a pic. Well, I mean, I guess unless you don't follow me on Instagram. But I posted a pic of my the subathon tattoo. Oh, so close. All right, shoot, Art. What's the question? The subs needed to see that tattoo. Yeah, has anyone not seen the tattoo? I can show you guys. All right, I'm crocheting a rose bag, and I'm unsure. Oh, you guys haven't seen it? Okay, hold on. Let me send it to myself on Discord, and then I will show you guys while I'm answering this question. I'm crocheting a rose bag, and I'm unsure if I want the last petal to be overlapping the other two or be like a spiral. I say spiral because I love spirals. That's my vote. Hey, what up, Dingle? How's it going? You're coming in right at the end. Okay. It's not expecting to wake up to a goose stream? Well, good morning. And welcome to the stream. Just about to show everybody my tattoo. There you go. That's the tattoo. Eliza, I'm still going to do your review. Was it you the one with the review? Redeem it now so I don't forget. But yeah, that's a tattoo. It's about, I don't know, 2 inches or so across. It's all healed up now. I'm quite happy with it. Hey, there we go. This one did not heal well, and I don't know if that was because of me or if it's because of the artist. I'm kind of bummed about how blown out a lot of these lines are, though. He did this one too, so hopefully he's more color than fine line, so hopefully this one looks better in the long term. Yeah, that's on me forever. That's not going anywhere. Unless I lose my foot. Okay. All right, let's do it, Elasmo. Are you ready? Yo, let's go. If you guys haven't checked out Elasmotherium, he has. Oh, whoa. Wait, which one am I critiquing? This one? Other way around? Oh, okay. Wait, do you want me to? Okay, I'm gonna critique both of them because these are both really really cool. The torpedo. I'd say this is the torpedo. All right, Liam, you have a wonderful day or evening, whatever time it is for you, and thank you for joining stream. Okay, first off, if you guys haven't checked out Elasmotherium, I don't know, are you on social media? I don't know if you post your stuff anywhere. Come hop on the bakery and come and look at Elasmo's builds because they're really really good. Okay, critique time. This is fantastic. This is awesome. Love the dithering. Love the gradient, especially that band of lighter. What is that? Is that Prismarine? Nope, no socials. All right, well, you guys have to come on here. Oh, it's diorite behind glass. This band right here, I think, serves more of a purpose than if it was just a smooth gradient all the way up. Something about the way that light filters through water, you do end up with kind of some different, like that would be like the horizon line of the water. So I think that was a very, very good placement for that. Color-wise for this, I think this is super on point. This is so cool. That little bit of orange in the eye really pops out, even though it's just that tiny little bit. There's a little bit of pink and orange in some of these light spots. Like, let's see what this is. Light gray stained glass over stone. Okay, fantastic chance for me to talk about color temperature. So it might be kind of hard to see, but these grays, do you see, like, especially if you kind of squint or kind of blur your eyes, these kind of look pink and orange. Do you see what I mean? Like these right here. They kind of have a little bit of like a pink or orange hue, but they are light gray glass over a gray block. So the reason that they appear so warm and so much like orange is because everything else in relation to that is so cool in temperature. Everything is blue, so anywhere that you have even a slight bit of neutral color is going to show up as a little bit more orange. Really, really cool way to showcase that. Same with this right here. This is, again, blue glass over a neutral block. Looks pink because everything else is so much leaning towards green and towards blue. Same for over there. So you can see that when you have neutrals in an environment that is heavily leaning towards one color or one temperature, you can kind of fake that there's other colors in there. The same thing kind of happens with painting. If you have your whole painting is like orange, and you put really, really thin, they're called scumbles of white on there, they can appear blue just because the temperature is shifted so far. Echo, no, it's not too late. You're good. You can redeem a review too. Relative color still breaks your brain. It's hard to get your head around sometimes, but it's a wonderful technique. So I am not like, I have to turn that down. That's so loud. Elasmo, what animal is this? I'm not a mosasaur. You're pretty sure. Okay, I'm not like huge on anatomy, especially for prehistoric stuff. This fin is a little confusing to me, but it looks like this is the joint, and it's like scooped down. Like this darker side is this right here. So that I guess that does actually kind of make sense. Like he would be turning that way, and that would straighten him out. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. All right, let's see if I have any critique for this. Okay, maybe a little bit more contrast right in here to show that that is like a fold and a shadow. Same with a tiny bit, well, maybe not right there. I like that there's more shadow right there, but a little bit darker right in that crease. Hmm. And then maybe something to kind of differentiate this strip right here from this one. This little interior line is a little spotty, so it still works. Like that's a good texture for it, but especially when you back up, these look very similar. So I would say maybe like this gray that you have over on the leg, maybe continuing that color up this way a little bit. Yeah, so like a little bit less noise in this transition, and then maybe continuing this gray up here a tiny bit. Overall, super, super solid. I like that your lights aren't crazy bright and your darks aren't crazy dark. So you still have darks and you still have lights, but because the whole thing is in water, in like painting, kind of the way that you would think about this is you're not painting the color of the creature, you're painting the color of the water between you and the creature. And so you end up with these kind of washed out darks and washed out lights. And I think you nailed that right here, where everything is in the same like realm of color, and your highlights are sparse but not too bright, and the shadows are there but they're not too dark. Having the darkest shadow right there next to the eye is great because that color difference is already a focal point, and having a dark area right next to it like that just draws the eye to it even more. 10 out of 10, my dog. This is really, really good. I love it. I also love this one because it's just so cool. It's just awesome. I love it. Really, really nice mountains. 16 meters. Wait, these guys or this guy? 16 meters long. Yeah, torpedo. That's long and scary. Hey, what up, Benji and Pumpkin? How's it going, dogs? Benji, I'm not following this. Love the build. Okay, now we're going over to Echo real quick, and then I have to go interview Ryan. Alrighty. Which one are we doing? Are we doing this one right here? Excuse me. I'm doing fantastic, Mr. Pumpkin. We're having a very, very good time. All right. I love the green, especially with the end stone. I think people using end stone and leaning it towards green, like with the zombie heads there, really, really cool use of that. End stone is such a weird color. It's just a very weird color. It's just like a weird sickly yellow that, especially when you're up on it, it looks so. Hold on. It looks so neutral, but it really does, especially these like mid-tone yellows in there, lean quite a bit towards green. But then you also have the orange in there. It's just a weird color combo. I really, really like Endstone. I love the gray on top of these spires. I think that's really good. Yeah, I think Echo, I think you're getting better and better with like color choice for some of these where you still maintain the same like overall feel, but having just little bits of contrast in there. Like like having this darker. What is that? Is that spruce? Yeah, having the spruce on there. Having the deep slate and the tough in there. Yes. Reminds me of Vahan's cathedrals. Very similar. Echo and Vahan are both like top tier cathedral builders. Yeah, man, this is oh wait, I always forget you do the interiors too. I always get so excited that you do the interiors. Hold on, let me get in there. Yeah. Okay, the resin and the purple candles, such a good touch. Having that little bit of color with the flowers, 10 out of 10. I know, right? And the copper too. Oh, great color choices, dude. I love these so much. You know what these remind me of is what is it? A lot of your interiors you end up using really unexpected colors, and it reminds me of um Wendell Gladstone. Okay, hold on. This is one of my favorite painters. Um Possible nudity and art warning, but they're all pretty abstract. Okay, I love Wendell Gladstone. He is one of my favorite painters of all time. And some of the color choices that you make really, really remind me of the color choices that he makes, where you have like it like this pink and the yellow in this. It just all the colors work together really well, but they have a certain level of contrast that just is so unique. He has one piece in particular of this. It's like a character looking through blinds. Um, it's not that one. This one. I like. Oh, the colors like in here. It reminds me of that. Yeah. So that is what some of your color palette stuff reminds me of. Yeah, where it is you have all of these neutrals and then you pick just the right colors to give little pops of color. Oh, do you do where do you have the organ? I always forget. Is the organ up by the chapel? The resin is so good, dude. I always wear the organs. Oh, there it is. Yeah, dude, you should be super happy about this one. This one is fantastic. Very, very good. Love it. The One Piece, of course the One Piece is real. Sorry, well, actually, Ryan, do you mind if we do one more review? Are you like crunched on time at all? Whoa. Oh, free all day. Okay, cool. All right, Prismy, redeem your thing and we can do it. Uh huh. This is. I'm gonna steal a screenshot of this. Hold on. Okay. All right. Hop over to Prismy. Yo. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Yo, how's it going? All right. City time. Oh yeah, let me get down on ground level. Just something I've been working on and off for the past month or so. Well, I mean, right off the bat, love the detail of having little hanging signs. I also like this. That's a nice little street sign. Maybe a little heavy on the top. Like if you had like just the anvil on top instead of the hopper too. I love the flower boxes. Do you have interiors in all of these too? Ugh. Guess we're going no clip again. Yeah, you do. Nice. Okay. Warped. I love warped. Nice interiors. Do they all have it? Nope, not all of them. We'll ignore the ones that don't have interiors. Oh, is that a pickle? Oh, that's a great cup, too. I don't know if I've ever thought about using a pickle as a cup. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me get like a view of the whole thing before I start looking at all the details. Love that for the fire escape. That's a smart way to do really narrow stairs. And the little bit of contrast on the white for this is good. And I love it being pale wood. A little bit of pink in there. You know what this reminds me of is like it reminds me of Boston, where it's old enough that you end up with really old buildings, like with the brick and stone and stuff like that. But then it's also populated and still being developed enough that you end up with like new weird colored stuff like this. This feels like an old downtown in a small town, but a town that's like really old, which I like a lot. Like seeing like a wood building next to a stone building. I also just love this building. I still have never gotten over how much I love the deep slate colors. Empty. A few interiors. Played a couple months on the Build the Earth server. Oh hell yeah, yeah. Took a break. Ended up building more city builds on the bakery. Oh, and Mike, I swear to God, the One Piece. Wait, hold on. I swear to God, of the One Piece. Okay. Oh, you swear to God, if the One Piece is the friends you made along the way after 1,000 episodes, I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, no, it better be good. That's such a hard thing for. I can't imagine the pressure that Oda is feeling to finish that well. Also, no spoilers. I'm not done with it yet. I'm not caught up. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is great. I think you have a lot of good detail in here. I think having little things, even like the ladder not going all the way down, just like a normal fire escape would, is a really, really good little detail. I like the little gutters. It's the variation is what does it for me. Like they all kind of feel similar, especially like where a lot of them have these like crenulated roofs with the tuff. But the buildings themselves are all very different. Maybe a little more variation on the crenulations, because I would imagine that those would be, well, actually, I mean, I think about old cities, probably the only thing that gets repaired often is the roofs. So I do think, oh nice, I do think it is more likely that roofs would have similar components on them because they are things that are repaired more frequently. So maybe that is nice. I haven't spent a lot of time looking at roofs in cities before. Some builds are based off the Lego modular series. Legos, man. Have you seen the Lego texture packs? You should throw a Lego texture pack on one of these and see what that looks like. Oda already stated it isn't the friends you made along the way. Okay, good. Didn't he also say he didn't know what it was though? Like he like kind of did, but he was like, I guess now that we're getting close to the end, I should probably figure out what the One Piece actually is. Oh man, so excited. What is your skin? Do you have a fake arm? Is it one robo arm? It is. I like your robo arm. Okay. 11:40, a little bit over time. I hope, well, okay, hold on. Let me give you some actual. I need to make sure that my critiques are actual critique with like actionable advice instead of me just being like, "Whoa, this is so cool." Cuz that's always my first reaction when I see everyone's builds is like, "Wow, this is really nice." Okay. What do I feel like this is lacking if I walk through this? I do think this is a little heavy on top, so I think even just replacing that and just having the anvil with the wood going all the way up could help that. I like the stair height. This one feels a little out of place. Maybe if this was specifically like a church or something. Honk. Who is that? Hans Jürgen's worst Laden. Thank you for the follow. your first reaction is always disappointment. Isn't photorealistic 10,000 by 10,000 textures? Ridiculous. No, I think this is the only building, which is funny, is a standalone building. This one is my favorite. But I think this is the only one that feels kind of out of place. So if it was, yeah, like specifically a church, if you found out a way, or like a chapel or something that would be built out of stone in this older style, and you could find a way to like push that, then that might work a little more with this. I also know with a lot of old buildings, sometimes they'll refurbish the bottom layer. So a little bit of difference in like foundation on the bottom might help with this one. But overall, I quite like it. Raven, thank you for the follow. I forgot that was your name on Twitch. Okay. Well, to those that have just joined, I apologize. We are just ending because I have to go do an interview real quick. So I hope you guys all have a lovely time. Would lowering most of the build and leaving a church tower work? I think it would. I think if you like removed this middle layer and added some sort of spire, I think that would work. Yeah. You could also do something like making the bottom layer taller, like having the bottom floor come up to here and like really accentuating the door and adding some fancy stairs so it like looks a little more like something you walk up into. Could also do have the same effect. Okay. What was I saying? Yes. All right. That is the end for today. I will be streaming tomorrow morning. We are going to be hopefully getting the shirt stuff set up today, so I might actually have a link for you guys to pre-order shirts tomorrow. We will see. Those will be announced primarily over the next 3 videos that are coming out, and yeah, it was quite a fun day. This was nice to get back into streaming again. Also, side shout out to Benji. I posted a reel of Benji's build from our interview last night, and we both woke up to like 1,500 new followers each. He messaged me at like midnight and was like, "Hey, I gained 500 followers," and then this morning it was at 1,000, and I think it's still going up. So if you're not following Benji on Instagram, go follow Benji on Instagram. Also, go follow Benji everywhere else. Dinner, you are. Is it dinner? Is it dinner? CS Dinar, Dinar. My instinct is to just call you dinner. We're gonna raid someone. We're gonna raid someone. Hold on. Let's see who's a streaming. I've always wanted to just raid someone like big, just cuz. Anyone have any friends that are streaming right now? Wish you were live, yeah. Let's see. Let's do. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. Amesy is streaming. We're gonna raid Amesy. Wait, Elasma, are you streaming right now? Oh, Calvin. Okay, we're gonna do Amesy because I just saw that Amesy was on. Ba-ba.
Doesn't want that to grow.
Okay. Make sure I spell her name right. 2 underscores. Okay. All right. You guys all have a lovely day. We are going to raid AMZ. When you get in there, just say hunk and say hello. Farewell, Raven. I will be back tomorrow at the same time, and I will see all of you then. Rating in just a couple seconds. And let's go. Later, guys.